All right, welcome to my channel. I'm the Artsy Intuitive, and today is 12/12 portal day, 12/12, and it's also links to 12/21. So I feel like I did that one reading. I did the portal reading for 12/12. I'm just going to follow guidance for what messages are to come out for the 12/12 for today. And what can we look forward to or expect, or what messages, what guidance can we receive? So I'm being guided to the Isis Oracle. All right, Spirit, what messages do you want to bring out today? Isis Oracle, talk to me. Ooh, yes. Healing the Divine Masculine. Osiris rises. Whoa, this is a lot of cards. Life restored. Priestess of the Phoenix. Okay, hold on. Oh, mama. This is some powerful energies. Because look at this. The miracle of Isis, miraculous healing of the goddess. We have the divine masculine carrying the divine feminine, Osiris and Isis. Whew, I haven't flipped these over yet because this is already powerful energy, intense. Okay, so we've got healing the divine masculine with life restored, priestess of the phoenix. The miracle of Isis. A lot, or with the divine masculine. Let's see what's next. Magic and ritual, crafting sacred practice. Abundance and Sothis, stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. And the dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. So, wow. Wow, divine sunchild, blessings of the sun falcon. All right, that's powerful. This is all powerful. This is a lot of energy. Put that right there. All right. Definitely a lot going on with divine masculine. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within men and women in this is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding. Even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life, when the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you protection, inner protection, and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. The inner masculine and inner feminine need each other. When they are in good inner relationship with us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world as a relatively peaceful, creative, and enjoyable way. When there is a damage to the inner masculine, there's difficulty in standing up for our truths. In knowing what our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. We might also feel that unless others see things as we do, we have no power and then have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. The inner masculine part of us often needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self in all of its uniqueness, so that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy to just love and be that person and allow others to do the same. This will happen at any time. He is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength, to be even more of the unique self. The masculine and feminine within us needs to be in balance with each other. There is no point having a powerful feminine with unique values and strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values no matter what others may think, and take action to allow the creative force of the inner feminine to flow into form in the physical world. When your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the world more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence so that he may take action to allow the blossoming feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling secure and safe. This oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. Sometimes, excuse me, this energy is flowing strong. Just as Isis looked for Osiris to help him put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy of his dark brother Set, our feminine needs to help the masculine to heal so he can in turn help her. And I feel like this goes along with this card as well. How he's protecting her, and she feels safe, secure. Your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you. By adjusting and healing our own views of masculine energy so that our feminine is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, and controlling, a healing shift begins. The divine inner feminine can then choose to relate to the divine inner masculine in a different way, to hold a different vision and different beliefs of who he is, what he can do, and what his purpose might be. She might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. What this looks like in our life experience is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, in how we move and live and experience the world. So when the healing of this relationship begins to occur within us, our outer relationships also change and flow into healthier expression. We begin to feel safe, protected, and strong enough to take risks and live a bold, expressive, truthful, and creative life with more energy and passion. The oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit from some restoration. And we got the restored card, life restored. That's so cool. Restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything, that he should always be dominant, and that only the most violent and aggressive alpha masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you are already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay with your process. You are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, containing, strong, and aware. You are also encouraged to continually choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as perpetrator or as dominating. Use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid castrating the masculine by considering it weak, useless, or unnecessary. For healing to happen for both masculine and feminine, we must be prepared to let go of feelings of victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do the sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to masculine and feminine energy with a completely different approach. This can be enough to set healing in motion. It takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Once the masculine begins to gain strength and be empowered to express itself in a less cliched and more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and power of honoring and boundaries, and we learn how to respect and be respectful without losing our power or becoming servile. We learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace, and we learn how to cut through manipulations and posturing in the world of relationships straight to the truth of a matter. Masculine and feminine energies can then do what they are ultimately destined to do, which is unite in love to create harmony, bliss, and the peaceful fulfillment of inner wholeness. this invocation to the divine masculine. I'm going to read this. You can say this invocation to finish the ritual above and use it as anytime you need to re-engage with masculine energy in a new and healthier way, whether within yourself, when there is a question of boundaries or integrity at hand, or when relating to another and you want to bring a healthy, high vibrational energy to the relationship. Man of power, man of fire, man who liberates heart's desire, man within and man without, man stronger than fear or doubt, father, warrior, leader, lover, protector, hunter, teacher, brother, man divine, man of love, man of the earth, man of heaven above. Your strength, my strength, your power, my power, your love, my love. Integrity, honor, compassion, protection, tenderness, stability, passionate attention, man divine, man of love, man of the earth, man of heaven above. Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm going to have time to read each and every single one. We have abundance here. With life restored, Phoenix energy. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. I read a little bit about that. Crafting sacred practice, a magic and ritual. Using, this is a great time to do whatever is that for you, magic and ritual, crafting your sacred practice. This miracle, what does it say? Miracle of Isis and healing the divine masculine. I mean, I feel like this one message is powerful in itself, but I want to read a little bit of the miracle of Isis. Let's see. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing, to let go and let the goddess be. The Lady Isis wishes to lift a load that has become too heavy for you to heal on your own, beloved. She cannot take something away from you if you are not willing to release it. To her, however, release fear. Oh, it says release for healing means trust, letting go of attachment to outcome and how that outcome might be achieved, and opening to the divine genius of healing that seeks to express the perfection of divine love through you now. To hand something over for healing, especially when it has been a long-term or persistent difficulty, or simply seems to be too great or overwhelming to be healed, takes a radical change of mind and heart. To dare to hope without becoming attached to how or when something can happen, to surrender without forgetting to follow your intuition and act accordingly, to trust even though you may have been disappointed or hurt in the past. All these things take skill and courage. Yet these are the requirements for us to surrender into the great healing of divine love. Lady Isis speaks through this oracle and says to you that recovery from trauma and emotional healing is not only possible, but if you are willing, it can happen for you now. No matter the depth of grief, loss, despair, fear, or anger, love can and will absorb all of it. This oracle is also an indication that a spiritual gift or awakening of deep healing ability at a new level are coming your way. Keep your eyes and heart open and let go of doubt or fear about opening up to a new level of proficiency. Dedicate your work to divine love and trust that it will flow through you stronger now. You are capable of great work when you trust in your own heart and the love of the divine flowing through you with total surrender. Wow. You can say this incantation to finish the practice above or anytime you need some miraculous energy. Love and light, peace and power, miracle healing descends this hour. The wings of Isis drenched with feeling, nothing escapes her miracle healing. Surrender to her from my heart so true, which is now exactly what I choose to do. Gratitude to Isis for the miracle coming to me. Her love and grace now set me free. Oh my goodness. So a lot about the divine masculine, Isis energy. Isis is asking us to, something is becoming too heavy. I mean, it could be this divine path of love, this twin flame path. And there's an energy of surrendering the dark mysteries. Let's see. The dark goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all its forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deeper initiation is here. So this is about radical trust. When the dark goddess calls you, it is a life-changing experience. It is not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to answer her call and enter her inner chamber are tremendous indeed. The rewards are a life lived more fearlessly, the gift of loving and being just who you are in truth, without having to impress or bow to another out of fear of rejection. It is a more open and expansive way to live, and it attracts the bounty of the Dark Mother, her gifts of love, opportunity, peace, and prosperity, well-being, and wisdom. It takes a strong soul to go through this test and into the liberation it delivers, but you are ready, dear initiate of the light. The Dark Goddess calls you to initiation where you have been working on your own shadow, bringing your whole self to light. During such times, we often need help as shadow work can be uncomfortable, painful, or just quite difficult to undertake as we are working with unconscious material. Whew. Yes, yes, yes. Man. Trying to bring it into the light of our conscious awareness. Working with the shadow, the parts of us that we have deemed unlovable or the parts that seem too marvelous to actually be us requires courage. The Dark Goddess will call you when your own shadow needs healing and integration. When something within you is holding you back, when instead, if acknowledged and brought into the light of awareness, it could actually help you move forward. Often the shadow element that needs integration when the Dark Goddess is present is power in some form or another. It may be personal power, spiritual power, or your relationship to power that needs to change. For you to blossom and for life and its gift to manifest more abundantly, abundance here for you. Whew. Okay, let's see. More often, for advanced souls, it actually means surrendering our will into alignment with greater forces of divine will, allowing us to consciously participate in the flow of life, sensing the signs and nudges that lead us towards our greatest manifestation of soul this lifetime. Often, when we are reclaiming our power and defining for ourselves what it is to be powerful, we are confronted with fears at loss, failure, abandonment, and rejection. It can be painful at times, but accepting and releasing the pain brings such deep relief and happiness to the self. It is good to confront these fears with a loving and firm approach and be open to taking risks and growing anyway. This is what Isis, as the Dark Goddess, teaches us, not to be afraid to go into the dark places and the difficult feelings within. They may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, we can realize that these parts of us just need love and acceptance. And those parts that we once reviled often blossom and turn into our greatest assets in a more conscious, helpful version of ourselves. We need radical trust to do this inner work and take her initiation. The Dark Goddess will support and nurture you through her tests as she guides you to receive the gift of more of yourself. No longer shackled in fear and hidden away, but ready to be in the world with brightness and vigor. Okay, so there's a ritual that goes along with it. Wow. Whew. So you can place your hand on your heart if you want, and I'll say this. Sublime Isis, dark and sweet, through you my hidden self I meet. I honor the self and accept. No longer do I fear, shame, or reject. You gift me with myself complete. Sublime Isis, dark and sweet. Wow. Then life restored. All right. This is a powerful message. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought is to be dead is being revived, and you will flourish back into life. Just as a phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Life restored me brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes Simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying, it will spring back into life at the right time. Just as the river Nile subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with life force and divine energy, move with innate wisdom. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It might even feel like you're coming back to life after a period of increasingly emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual disillusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, practice, business, relationship, new or old that's coming to life now. You are guided by divine priestess of the phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold and allow the phoenix priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of the light. The past is over. Enjoy your rebirth. All right, I'm going to read this one. Life flows through me, unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection. Through your grace, I have resurrection. Oh my goodness. The Divine Sun Child is also here. This is okay. I think after this, I'll end the reading because this is already a lot of information. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sun Child, Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, flow to you now, beloved and initiate. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the Sun Falcon herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It is your time to burn bright. Horus, the divine son child of Isis and Osiris, was born out of impossible circumstances through the great devotion of his mother Isis, and her loving determination to heal her husband and bring him back to life, to eventually become king of Egypt, defeating dark forces that would just seek to destroy him and all that he loved with great triumph. It is a story of the divine hero of Egypt. It is also a metaphor for our inner world. Our divine feminine must stay true to her values of love, healing, and the triumph of creativity over destruction, born of fear and hate. She must never give up her beliefs in her ideals. Our divine feminine is our body, whether man or woman, our inner values and the ideals that make our hearts beat stronger and feel right within our belly. With such love for her inner divine masculine, she never gives up on her belief in him either, and her desire for their togetherness. It leads to his healing, even if he has been lost, fragmented, and thought dead. The divine masculine is our spirit, whether woman or man, that our body desires to unite with, to help it come to life and light in a new and blissful way. The love in our hearts calls our spirit home into our bodies. We become able to stand firm, take action, and make choices that allow our inner ideals to become part of our world. We live according to our values, not just hold them inside of ourselves. Finally, as our divine feminine and masculine unite within our bodies, a new golden consciousness is born. This is the sun child Horus, with an eye that is the moon and an eye that is the sun, representing the perfect balance of masculine and feminine in harmony with each other. The divine sun child is the new self, filled with love and light, power in the world. It is the authentic self, living the inner truths in the outer world, an agent of healing on this planet. an inspiration for others to be bold, brave, and vivid enough to walk their own paths to eventually receive these same blessings. As the sun falcon with a golden solar disk above his head, he descends to you now, blessing you with great light, good tidings, and creative potency to manifest your life's legacy, that which has meaning and preciousness to your heart and soul, successfully. He is the sign that your heart needs to know it will triumph. The solar principle for which he stands honors creativity and light in all forms: music, art, writing, and more. What is in your heart? Are you building a spiritual legacy in your life now? Even if from seemingly small or impossible beginnings, great things are possible for you and your creative spirit. To allow these sacred blessings to empower your creative birth now. In many ways, you are guided to let go of thoughts or feelings that is impossible or too hard or cannot be done. Honoring the need to create as part of your natural life expression is a way for you to receive these blessings. You are born to shine like the sun. You just are, and there is no question that it will happen. The oracle of the sun falcon can also indicate a new and life-changing opportunity on its way to you. When your heart sings, say yes. Do not give up until you have your success. The sun will shine on you. You will succeed. Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my creative energies have begun to shine bright and strong. Help my creative projects along to fulfillment and completion pure, with your will and light so sure. Horus, falcon of the golden sun, my successes and winnings. My successes and winnings now come. Yes. And with abundance. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay, especially with, we got magic, crafting, sacred practices, and this abundance coming in that's already here. Whew, lots of golden energies here, and I think that's a beautiful message. I'm not going to go into it any further. That was enough information to kind of like chew on. So thank you for joining me in this message on this beautiful sacred day and this portal of 1212. And thank you for joining, and see you later.